Well, Ellen, first of all, thank you so much for joining us this evening for the presentation. We really appreciate it, and we thought it was fabulous. We had a great turnout, so thank you so much for coming.
It was a pleasure to be here. It's a great group.
In summary, what do you think the biggest takeaway for our product community is from tonight?
Well, the two big points that I told everyone that it was actually a spoiler, is that the process that we use to come up with the roadmap is just as important as the roadmap itself. So really, people are going to deliver when they participate in the discover part of the work. And the second is that I suggest that we don't sell ourselves short in exploring the requirements and the requirements options that are going to go on the roadmap, that we want to look holistically at what some of those options are.
So I also was wondering if you could talk a little about the alignment of the product roadmap with company strategies.
Yeah, well, we don't want to have stuff on the roadmap that isn't aligned with the strategy. So one of the things that I talked about is important to know prior to coming into a road mapping session or workshop, what is the strategy? Because we don't want to have things on the roadmap and features and capabilities that don't align. So there's homework that we have to do, and if we don't have the strategy, maybe we need to defer doing the road mapping work. So that alignment is important, and then we can move into some of the other aspects that we talked about.
What quadrant tools do you like the best?
Oh boy. Well, in the talk I gave one example, the purpose alignment model, which looks at market differentiation and mission critical. And that is a really simple, straightforward tool. I like that one. I also like the classic Boston box with the dogs and the cows. I would say that the tool that you use is less important than knowing what the dimensions are and how you want to treat where you put the features in those. I think we can look at a family of these quadrant tools and pick the ones for the product. So if you're in a startup mode, differentiation is going to be really important. So that might be one of the quadrants that you're looking at. Whereas if you're more established product and you're looking at being able to maintain market share or stay on parity with your competitors, parity might be more important. So the tool itself needs to map your strategy and the life cycle state of the product, I think.
Absolutely.
That was a trick question you asked me.
How do you feel about what the BPMA is doing for the product professionals in the Boston area?
I think the BPMA is just an awesome organization, and the connections it has to other groups and its sponsorship of PCamp. It's just fabulous. I mean, there's a lot of energy in the group. There's, like I said when I started the talk, I was impressed by looking out at a large group of really good-looking, smart people. And there's a real, one of the things that's really cool about the BPMA is that there's a real sense of sharing and community and camaraderie, and the questions were really very sharp questions that I got tonight. So it's a very important organization.